Okay, so which shoe is right for you? So best shoes for both these shoes. So our comparison review today is the 1080 v13 up against the ASICS Nimbus 25. So both these shoes are in the same category. So both premium daily trainers. Both coming in at the same price point as well. So $260 here in Australia for each. This one's a little bit more expensive in the US at $165. This one is $160. Now weight wise, we've got the Nimbus at about an ounce heavier than the 1080. So this one is 10.2 ounces, this one is 9.2 ounces. That's in a men's size 9. Now how does that feel on the foot? The 1080 definitely feels like the lighter shoe. So it feels more nimble and yeah, definitely feel the weight difference in this. So in our stacks here, the Nimbus is a little bit taller than the 1080. So 41.5 and 33.5 in the Nimbus, giving us a 6mm drop. In the 1080, we've got 38 in the rear, 32 in the front, giving us a 6mm drop. When you put these shoes on at the same time, the Nimbus definitely feels like the taller stack. And that 6mm drop in the 1080 actually feels a bit lower that, and that's because that foam is so soft. So, and in our uppers here, both engineered mesh uppers, however, both feel very, very different. Both have really good build quality. Both have very, very plush padding and are very comfortable shoes. But the big difference in the upper, so the material on the 1080 is very flexible and it's softer. So it's like a sock type, you know, it's going to give your foot a bit of a hug or a cuddle when it goes in. Whereas the Nimbus, it's actually a bit more robust. So this upper is going to hold up to all those conditions better and it's just going to last longer. We've also got a big difference in the tongue. So we've got a nice plush padded gusseted tongue in the 1080, and we've got this really nice flexible knit tongue in the Nimbus 25. So I actually love both these tongues. Lockdown for both shoes is pretty good. Fit wise, so I think the 1080 fits a little longer than the Nimbus 25. So you could almost come down half a size in the 25. I definitely true to size in the 1080. Width wise though, I actually think that the 25 has got a wider toe box than the 1080, which is surprising. Both have got amazing step-in comfort shoes, so these are probably the most two comfortable shoes on the market, but if I'm just going for step-in comfort alone, I think the 1080 wins there. So in our midsoles here, two very different feeling midsoles, even though they're both pretty soft. So in our Nimbus, we've got FF Blast Eco, and in the 1080, we've got their Fresh Foam X. Now, the density of these foams is noticeably different. So we've got quite a dense feeling in the Nimbus, and a really, really soft and airy midsole in the 1080. Geometry-wise, we've got a noticeable rocker, or forefoot rocker in the Nimbus, and not so much in the 1080, and I think that's just due to how soft the foam is. So how do these ride? So feedback of both rides is quite different. So with the Nimbus 25, again, still soft. This one is a stable ride, and the feedback that you get is like a dense cushion, so it takes away all the road feeling. You don't get much pop or much bounce. You just feel really, really protected and stable. So I'm going to say it's a very safe ride, and you can feel that forefoot rocker just springing you along a little bit. Now with the 1080, it's a little bit all over the shop. So this one you're going to squish down nice and soft, and then it's going to pop you up. So it's a little bit, it can get a little bit unpredictable, but this one is a more of a, like a fun, loosey-goosey, poppy ride. Whereas this one's a bit like the boring brother that just does everything right. And we've got two very different outsoles as well, so they do perform quite differently and give you different feedback. So the AHA that they're using in the Nimbus 25 is definitely a harder rubber. So it definitely takes a little bit out of the ride, but it is very, very durable. It's grippy in the dry, but it gets a little greasy in the wet. Now with our 1080, they're calling that their endurance rubber, so it's meant to be more durable than the rubber that they've previously used on other versions. I haven't noticed that much difference. It's still quite a soft rubber compared to the AHA, and that's obviously resulting in it being not as durable. However, it's quite grippy, or it's very grippy, and it's grippy pretty good in the wet as well, so it's not as greasy as this shoe. So durability wise, the Nimbus is going to win on the outsole. However, grip wise and comfort wise and ride wise, the outsole is better on the 1080. Okay, so which shoe is right for you? So best use for both these shoes is obviously those easy days and recovery days. So these shoes are just made for jogging. They're both daily trainers. What is more suitable for daily use, banging out every single day, is definitely the Nimbus 25. It's going to hold up a lot longer than this shoe. This one's going to die quicker if you're going to use it every day. So long runs wise though, the Nimbus 25 for me is a far better option for a long run than this shoe. So that the density of the foam and that rocker just makes it a more enjoyable long run shoe. The faster shoe though is the 1080. So this one feels far more exciting. It's poppy, it's bouncy and squishy, as I've just said. So if you're going to pick up the pace a little bit, then I'd definitely be going for the 1080. And for those people who are looking for a shoe that actually are going to walk in it and they're going to go do their shopping in it and they're going to also run in it, then the Nimbus is definitely going to be the option for that. You're going to burn this one out far too quick. But if you're just buying this shoe for running and you've got some other shoes in your rotation and it's for a specific purpose, then I'd be going with the 1080 V13. So, but in my opinion, both these shoes are great options anyway, so especially for those easy days. So it just comes down to what your preferences are, and apart from those easy days, what else are you going to be using this shoe for? So is it an all-day shoe for you that you need to be on your feet and you're going to take it shopping and so forth? Then go this one. If you've got your other shoes, just remember this one is going to burn down a little quicker. So if you've got some other shoes to swap it out with, if you just want to have some fun on your runs, then this one is the better option. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Again, thanks for watching. Post any questions you've got in the comments below about these two shoes. If you want me to elaborate on anything, please let me know. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.